Hello and welcome back to another howtodotheweb.com video. My name's Michelle and today we are going to be looking at how to create the properties for an audio file if you are choosing to use your files to sell or send on to people. It's great to have these available so that when they have it come up in their MP3 player, they can sort by the artist name or the album type. So today I'm going to be doing just that, and I'm going to be using iTunes. And iTunes is a free downloadable piece of software that you can use as an MP3 player, as an album manager or playlist creator or whatever you want to do with it. I find it's one of the easiest ways to create the properties thing, and so that's what I use it for. I don't actually use it for anything else. So once you've downloaded that, and you can do that from itunes.com /download. Once you've downloaded it, it will be a program in your computer, and just bear in mind I'm using a PC, so using a Mac the instructions will be slightly different, but pretty much the same. So here I am in my documents file. I've got the file name, the file here that I'm going to be doing the properties for. And this file already has some properties on it, which I will be changing because they were put in by somebody else, and they don't fit in with the sequencing that I use for this client. So what I'm going to do is right click on the file, and it brings up this list, and it's quite a big list, and there's a lot of stuff in there that you can do, and some that you won't have because you won't have the same programs as me. But this one here that says open with is the one to look for. And if you move your mouse across to the list that it has there, and go down to iTunes, and there's, as you can see, it's brought up all the other programs that could possibly open this file type, and it has presented it to you there. So I'm going to click on iTunes. iTunes does take a little while to upload, so what I'm going to do is just pause the recording until it's uploaded for us. Okay, so iTunes is just starting to load now. I think you guys will be pretty glad that I cut that out. Right, so iTunes will then start to play that file which you had opened, which is what you just heard there, and it also, across the top here, it has the file name, and it's scrolling what properties it does already have through there. If you click on that little arrow, see the little arrow in a circle next to the file name, it comes up with a whole lot of stuff. But if you right click on that, it will give you this list, and this list here gives you the get info option, which is where we're going to go, and we are going to go into the info. See, this is giving us here a summary of what it's already got written there. So in the info, I'm going to change this because this isn't the style that I use for this product. So this is a Joy of Business Taster, London 2014. Artist is Simone Milasas. The year is correct. I usually leave the album artist as it is. You may choose to change that. Now they've got the album title here as something else, so I always just put in Joy of Business under album, and that way when people bring up their MP3 player, they can go to their Joy of Business album, and in that they can find all of their Joy of Business products. So there's also several other options that you can put in there, and there's also you can choose a genre, and I like to put in that my genre is access consciousness. Okay, so what that's done is, as you can see, it's now changed this here. Now what you may have noticed is in some songs that you get come through, they've actually got the album cover that shows up in your MP3 player. Now we've just changed the info. Now if you go across to artwork, then you can add an image in here, and I've got one of those. So then you just go to where you've got your image stored. You'll obviously need to have created one if you don't already have one, and just choose it, and then click OK, and that will put that piece of artwork into your file, so that when somebody is playing this item on their YouTube clip, on their MP3 player, it will have that image. You can see how it's shown up here. Awesome. Okay, so now I can go ahead and close iTunes, and what you'll find is when you go back into here, it's showing that little logo on the side there instead of the MP3 image. So that just creates a really lovely taste to your file, and as you've got, see, album, Joy of Business, Simone Milicis, and genre access consciousness. So there you go. That is the easiest way I've found yet to change those properties, and I hope you have great time creating some fun with that. And what else is possible now? So I hope you join me in the future for further episodes of howtodothe.web.com.